Now today's video is going to be a pretty quick one because all I want to do is show you how to make the sauce for boil up. Now I know that dish is already at the site, but I wanted to put this one separately because we're going to refer back to it in the future when we make different dishes. You're watching The Bear Pantry Show. As you guys can see here, I'm just using any brand of tomato sauce, and this is like a 15-ounce can. And then I'm using my El Pato because you know I usually put this in any of the sauces that I make because of the heat from the pepper, just to give it some flavor. And I've got a big onion here that's peeled and washed already, and we don't want to slice it like that, and we don't want to dice it. This is the way we're going to slice it for this sauce, okay? Because we want to have some big crunchy pieces on top of our meal when we add the sauce to the meal. So this is basically what we're going to do. Just slice it like that, and we're going to do that the next half of that too, but I want to show you after we slice it, we're just going to pop it out to make it loose, and this is what we're going to add to our sauce. See, I have the sauce in our saucepan already. We're going to get it on that simmer burner. We're going to add the onions to it, a little bit of salt and pepper, black pepper, not too much because this sauce already has a lot of salt that's built into it from the can, and of course the El Pato is hot, so just a little bit extra we'll add to the pot as we go along. But this is basically how we make the sauce for the boil up. So all we do is we put the tomato sauce in the saucepan and put it on the simmer burner. If you don't have a simmer burner on your stove, go ahead and turn the heat down to very, very low, because this is not going to cook for too long. We don't want the onions to cook until they're too soft, because we want to have a little bit of crunch. And what I'm actually going to do is put a little bit of water in this because the sauce is a little bit too thick and it's not going to give me enough time to let the onions cook without it starting to burn. So I'm going to add a little bit of water to this pot so that we can get the onions cooked. So for those of you who like to know the measurement on everything, I put 1 cup of regular water in the tomato sauce with the onions, and I think this will be enough. See, it got very thin. It'll be enough to allow this to cook for about 5 to 7 minutes or so, just to make the onions get a little bit soft and not be so uncooked. But we'll keep an eye on this, and I'll show you the finished product in a few minutes. Look at our beautiful sauce. Look at it bubbling. It took about 10 minutes and it's all done. And I actually put a pinch of salt and a pinch of black pepper, and by a pinch I mean like 1/4 teaspoon each. Let me show you how it looks. Nice and thick. And we're going to use this as a topping for boil up, and we're going to use this on other meals as we progress with the show. Very simple sauce, right? Tomato sauce, onions, salt and pepper, and you saute it for a few minutes on top of the stove. The reason that I put this as a separate video outside of the boil up menu is because we're going to refer back to it in the future when we make other dishes. Thanks again for watching, for subscribing, for sharing the show with your friends and family, and of course for picking up the book. Until I see you again, take care.